Hey everybody, Crow back again with another Zaccaria Pinball table. We're kind of trying to finish up the electromechanical section here. Got 4 to go. And this time we'll be looking at Red Show from 1975.
Red Show.
Red Show. Man, these things have been popping up really quick recently. So let's take a quick look at this table here. We got, again, another table with 5 digits. I wonder if that's going to be an issue. You would think it'd be a low-scoring game, but it seems pretty common to be able to score over 1 million on these and not have any clue what your score is until after the round is over. But let's take a look at the table here. Normal outlanes. They don't look too wide, so that may not be an issue. Just a prediction. I like when we have lots of drop-down targets in a row. We got 2 rows of 6 here. Advance is pointing at the bumper. I wonder what that's advancing. Looks like we got 4 rows here of... Oh, I see. We got some standing targets. They look like standing. They might be drop-down targets. So that might be advancing these. And when you hit those targets, it's that whatever the value's lit. Pretty interesting, pretty straightforward. We'll see if this table is ridiculously hard or not, or if... I see we have a 50,000 point here, and if we score 50,000 points, well, that's like half your score right here. So if you do that twice, you're also not going to know what score you get. So it looks like we may have that problem on this table as well. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this for a bit. We're going to do a jump cut, and I'll kind of give you some opinions on what I've learned from the table after I've played it for a while. Alright, I'm back after playing Red Show for about an hour. One thing right off the bat I'll say is that the outlanes can be frustrating. The ball kind of, when it goes in the that area over there, it favors the outlane. I mean, it will go in the in lane sometimes, but a lot of the times it'll just go the outlane. It'll just kind of, basically the trajectory from the slingshots and everything will go in the outlane, so that could be frustrating. But you know what? I kind of had a good time trying to get a good score on this table. It's very simple, the way this is structured. Basically, we'll start out with the rollovers here. You hit a rollover, it lights. You hit it again, it is worth 5,000 points. It doesn't unlight or anything. Getting all 4 of them doesn't mean anything. It's just that once you hit it once, it's 1,000, it lights, and then it's worth 5,000 points every time after that. And primarily it's because there's really not an easy way to get back up there. I guess the table knows that. Basically, then we have these 6 drop-down targets. You hit all 6 of them, and the center target lights, and that's worth 50,000 points. So that's something worth doing. Once that lights, you go for that. That way, when you drop down another row, you could get it lit again for another 50,000. And then we have these 4 standing targets, surrounding, I guess, the center target. Every time you hit that, the value of that goes up. So I guess initially it's worth 500. Hit it again, it lights 1,000. I mean, if you hit 500, it lights 1,000. Then you get 1,000, it lights 5,000. Then you hit it, it lights 10,000. And then the special is lit, but it's 50,000 points. It actually says there. I didn't know how much. I was like, what do you get for the special? And it says right there on the board, 50,000. And then it says, or special coupled to. Now, here's the interesting thing. Once it's lit and you hit that 50,000, it stays lit, and you can hit that as many times as you want. You get 50,000 points every single time. But if you get the other one lit, and then you hit either one of them, they reset, and you get a lot of points. How many points? I'm not exactly sure, because it wasn't described in the rules, I don't think. But I'm almost thinking that it might be 100,000 points. I might be wrong about that, but it is a lot of points. And again, because the score, you only see 5 digits. If you're scoring that much, you really don't know what your score is. So, yeah, that's this table in a nutshell. It's kind of a drain monster, but the longer you keep the ball in play, the more points the targets are going to be worth. And I think that is the trade-off of this table. And of course, if you drain the ball, everything resets. Nothing stays. So, actually, I had a good time. It could be a little bit frustrating, but I still had a good time with Red Show. So what we're going to see now is this table in different lighting, and then the best game I had during the stream. And man, it's a good one. It's worth sticking around for. All right, so now we're looking at Red Show with the standard lighting, the morning lighting, where you get to see everything. Not a bad looking table. I mean, it's kind of plain looking, kind of, I guess, but really not much I can really say. I mean, you could see everything. So basically, if you wanted to see everything on the table, this would be the way to go. Not the way I usually play the table, but right now we're going to switch over and look at the afternoon lighting. And this actually looks pretty. I mean, this is really the way I wouldn't want to play the game, because I mean, there's tons of shadows all over the playfield, and the lights don't seem really that much brighter. But we're gonna switch over to the method I do like to play, or the mode I like to play in, and this is the midnight mode. And what we're seeing in now is kind of the lights really dim. I mean, there's not a whole lot of lights on this table to be illuminated, but still, I do prefer this. And right now, we've switched over to the midnight. I'm sorry, this is the stormy mode. I don't know what I'm thinking, but basically, it's really dark. You got those flashes of lightning across the table, so it looks really cool. Really a novelty, but now we're going to switch over to the, this is midnight with the white lights. I couldn't tell for a second because, again, there's not a whole lot of lights on this table, but the one or the few lights that are on this table are now white lights, like if you would replace them with white LEDs. And right now we're switching over to the same thing, midnight, but instead of white, it's colorful lighting. And again, there's not a whole lot of lights on here, so there's not that much of a difference. But it is kind of interesting, especially with that pop bumper in the middle. And now we're going to switch over again to the morning mode, but now the play field is as dirty and worn as possible. Just kind of interesting to see. And this is a slider. It doesn't have to be full max or perfectly clean. You could make this any value you want. And again, now we're looking at the maximum dirty play field in the stormy mode, making the table as dark as possible. And with very few lights on the table, it is very, very dark. But you get those flashes of lightning that can really make you lose track of everything. So it's really interesting and novelty. But that's it for looking at the different modes. Now we're going to look at the best game I had during the stream. Play a little bit more. I don't know. This is fun. I like this challenge here. There we go. That's 50,000 points right there if you could hit that. I don't know if that hit it or not. And look at that. We got the center lit. Again, I don't think I hit that. Got it. That was 50,000 for sure. Look at this. So many targets are worth 50,000 right now. It's ridiculous. And that's kind of what we want to go for. Got it again. Oh, I did something there. I reset. You get both of them, you get a special, which is, I don't know how many points I have. I have well over 500,000 now. And it's the first ball. So you get both red specials and you get like a ton of points. I don't know how much it is because the rules didn't say anything about it. Oh, I'm gonna beat Mart. I'm gonna beat Mart. I beat Mart. That's another 50,000. I'm heading for 1 million right now. I think if you get both of those on the side lit, it's a special coupled to that, and you hit it. I think you might get 100,000 points. Yeah, that was ridiculous. Ah, there we go. I'm in the top 10. I wonder if I could break a million. Not like that. Can I break a million? I don't know. I'd have to get really lucky again. There's 50,000. If I can hit that, that's two targets, 50,000. And that would put me over for sure. There it is. I broke a million. Sir Movenstein coming up on ya. I missed. Whoa, there we go. I thought I broke a million. Have I not broke a million? No, I'm only 5,000 points away from him. That's what it is. Oh, I didn't beat him. Look at this, it's ridiculous. I could get over 900,000 one ball, and then only about 2,000 another ball. Well, that's the game. That's definitely going in the video. I can't beat that. You know, I said I can't beat that, but you know what? If I played it enough, I'm sure I could. I mean, it was a really good first ball, but the rest of the game was kind of lackluster. So if I could get two balls as good as that first ball, I'm sure I could break even 2 million if I played this enough. I do like Red Show. I do recommend it. The only downside is that they don't give you enough digits for the score. But that's going to be it for this video. And if you did make it this far and you did like the video, make sure you do like the video. And if you made it this far and haven't yet subscribed, I would consider subscribing because I do have plenty of videos like this on my channel from Zaccaria Pinball, Pinball FX3, and Pinball Arcade. And there will be many more videos to come. Thanks for watching.